stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To those guests who've just joined us, welcome. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom. For those of you standing, please hold on to the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors.
Our adventure begins here in the Magic Kingdom, where today we're heading over to Liberty Square to get silhouettes of the kids done, across from the Sleepy Hollow quick service. What's special about this is that Allison and I had our silhouettes done as kids at the Magic Kingdom. So, we're continuing a tradition with our kiddos.
So we were hoping to do the silhouettes for the kids here in Sleepy Hollow, but unfortunately the artist went home sick, so we're going to Main Street.
There is some sort of magic art that takes place here. I was watching how Jim was cutting out all of the silhouettes of the kids with these like really fine scissors. It's honestly fascinating. Disney has offered silhouette portraits since the second day of the original Disneyland Resort's opening in 1955. Silhouette portraits started back before we had cameras as a way for people to preserve an image of themselves or a loved one. Walt loved old ways of doing things, even when he was at the forefront of using the latest technology in storytelling. The term silhouette comes from a man named Etienne de Silhouette, who lived in the 1700s, who would also cut out profiles of people on black paper as a simple and inexpensive alternative for those who could not afford more decorative and expensive forms of portraiture, such as painting or sculptures. And while the invention of the camera may have lessened the popularity of the silhouette portrait, the Disney theme parks have kept the art form alive. When we had the silhouettes made of our kids, Disney charged $10 for the silhouette, and for $13.95 more, you can add this beautiful black oval frame. Not only does it serve as a protective frame for your portrait, but it also creates a classic look that you can hang up on the wall when you get home. Here are the 6 silhouettes of our children in our living room. After the silhouettes were done, we dodged some raindrops and headed over to the Liberty Bell to see if we could go sailing.
Where's this boat go?
Yeah, we're gonna go all around the lake. You excited?
Did you know the Magic Kingdom's Liberty Square Steamboat attraction did not open on the first day that Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom opened? But it did sail for the first time on the second day of the park opening, October 2nd, 1971. The Mississippi Steamboat replica takes guests on a 17-minute ride guided on an I-beam that is buried under a green and brown-dyed water. If you've ever wondered why that water doesn't look very naturally colored, it's because it's not. The ride operator sits on the upper deck and is responsible for blowing the whistle, ringing the bell, and prompting the narration that accompanies the cruise on the rivers of America. An engineer who controls the speed is situated on the lower deck. The boat cannot be steered, but is propelled by a large paddle system on the rear of the boat, which is powered by an onboard steam engine. On the current ride, guests can hear the narration as they pass by sites in Frontierland, Tom Sawyer Island, and Liberty Square. The Liberty Bell is a 3-tier paddle steamboat that can carry up to 450 passengers that sails from Liberty Square. The narration is done by a young man named Sam Clemens, who is on his 100th journey on the rivers of America. He tells riders stories of attractions as they pass by, including the history behind Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, an unidentified Indian village, Cutthroat Corner where pirates are likely to be seen, and the Haunted Mansion, which is said to be built on an Indian burial ground where 999 ghosts haunt the area. Finally, both Sam and the captain bid farewell as the boat approaches the docks. After a delightful sail on the rivers of America, we made it over to Big Thunder Mountain, Barnabas T. Bullion's gold mine. Did you know there's a story behind Big Thunder Mountain? As a matter of fact, Barnabas T. Bullion founded the Big Thunder Mountain Mining Company in hope of discovering gold inside the mountain. And as you walk through the queue, there's a ton of interactive things to see, and there's also a picture featuring B.T. Bullion as the proprietor of the company, as well as many mining tools and equipment that are all real artifacts from the 1800s.
If any of you folks are wearing hats or glasses, best remove them, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
How was it? Good. How was it? Yeah, good?
There is something special about riding Disney attractions when it gets dark outside. Besides being slightly harder to see around the park, the lines for several attractions begin to calm down as park guests head towards the Hub and Main Street USA for a good view of the fireworks. After our adventure on the wildest ride in the wilderness, we found ourselves in Agrabah to ride the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Did you know this was the first new attraction in Adventureland to open since the Pirates of the Caribbean was added in 1973? It opened to guests on May 23, 2001. And if you've ever wondered, the Imagineers also transformed the adjacent area to resemble a marketplace in Agrabah. Once we landed, we found ourselves in Puerto Dorado and Isla Tesoro for some swashbuckling wild excitement with a band of reckless pirates in search of Captain Jack Sparrow and the treasure.
Take them all off again, Mickey.
Besides the scenes being filled with Walt Disney's infamous audio animatronics, I also love the details of the buildings, the animals, the smells, and of course later, the dirty feet.
A toast to Paris and its many shiny rewards.
After surviving cannon fire, we made our way outside for the exploding beauty of the Magic Kingdom fireworks in the evening. As a matter of fact, we decided to go to the Swiss Family Treehouse to see if we could get a better view. And we were not disappointed. This is open for everyone to go into during the fireworks show and throughout the day, and if you've never been in the Swiss Family Robinson house, you should go. The fireworks, always at the Magic Kingdom, will never leave you disappointed, and they'll make sure your night ends happily ever after. That is until you have to leave. And typically, it is not this crowded, but for whatever reason, the night we left, it was literally the craziest I've ever seen it. We needed to jump on a monorail to get to our car, and the lines were chaotic. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. We'll see you in the next adventure.